There you go. You can use that.
That's the thumbnail. Hello.
Hello.
We just saw Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Ralph breaks the internet.
Yep. Now I'm going to tell you about it. This is Will from the internet. He is the channel PressAtoGo. There'll be a link in the top. It's over here. I liked the film a fair bit.
Yeah.
Like, more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
A lot of the problems I had with the trailer were like, it was just constant references to other things. And that's definitely in the movie.
I feel like the trailer hyped up a lot of stuff just to kind of almost be like, you saw the Emoji Movie do this, and we're just doing it better.
Yes, we're doing it, but we've got all these characters you actually like.
Yeah.
Would you recommend the film to anyone?
Yeah, if you saw the first one and you just want to see the characters again, mostly Ralph and Vanellope.
Yes, the other characters don't do an awful lot.
Which I was really upset about because...
Yes, we'll go into that in a bit.
Okay.
Sorry. That's something I want to talk about as well, because that was a bit of a meh. But yeah, if you like the first film, you'll probably like this film.
Yeah.
If you want to see the Disney princesses, you also watch the film, because they're in it.
If you want to see the cute scene that was in the trailer, go.
You can see it again, because it's basically the same, but there's a little bit more. Spoilers from here.
Dun dun dun.
Get out! Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph breaks the internet. What's the plot of the film? There isn't one.
Kind of. Yeah, there is.
Okay, there is.
They have to get the steering wheel.
Yes. So, Vanellope's game breaks. The steering wheel breaks on the car racing game.
Yeah.
They need to get a new steering wheel, and to do that, they go to the internet.
Specifically, eBay.
We should have a count of how many times they say eBay
At least
in this film.
Well, that's the thing. In the first 45 minutes, everything's like eBay, and then it's just gone.
Yes.
For the rest of the film.
eBay didn't pay them enough.
No.
To keep it in after the first half of the film.
But my God, was eBay in every single line for like the first part of the film.
I liked the bit where he's talking to Felix. And Felix makes a noise like, "Boy," and Ralph is like, "Do that again. Do that again." Like 5 times. Like there's a minute-long scene where they just get to the point where they say eBay.
It's not even like close. By the end of it, he's just saying "E-boy," and Ralph goes "eBay," and it's like they're not even close. You might as well have just had Fix-It Felix in exasperation go, "Oh, eBay," and you could have like just skipped the whole thing.
That bit was a bit of a mare. So they have to get the steering wheel, they have to buy it off eBay, so they go on the internet, and then they have to get money to buy this steering wheel through various internet-based hijinks. I want to bring up this, right, this is going to be like the very end of the movie.
Yeah, that's fine.
But before I forget to mention it, I want to bring up how badly the film owned you.
Oh my God, yeah. So the film ended, and we're talking about whether or not enjoyed it.
Yeah, everyone else had left the cinema.
And I specifically mentioned, I was like, oh, well, there was some bits that were in the trailer that weren't in the movie, like the bit where, yes, the blue character mentions about Ralph breaking the internet instead of wrecking it, and the scene when he plays the mobile game. And I'd read earlier today that there are a post-credits scene.
Yes.
So I was like, well, we're waiting for those anyway. And lo and behold, the first one starts.
It's like the first thing they say. It's like the mum's like, "So what did you think of the movie?" And the child's like, "Well, I do like that there were scenes in the trailer and they weren't in the movie."
I was very personally victimised by Disney.
And then we waited for the second post-credit scene as well.
Yeah.
And it was a rickroll. It was. If you've not seen the film.
So the character, Shank, who is inside the game Slaughter Race. Something car related.
They had a whole song about it.
Yes. She, in the trailer, I was like, she's going to be pitched as the villain. She's going to be introduced and show Vanellope this world that she could belong to, and somehow it will be turned malicious.
Yes.
And she'll be like, actually, it's a trap. Or
because
something else.
they love doing twist villains nowadays. Every movie's got a twist villain.
So I was like, she's going to come along and there's going to be some ridiculous twist where she's the villain. And it wasn't the case, and I was pleasantly surprised. But simultaneously, I was now like, what was the point of her character?
I mean, it's like, she's basically like a rival for Ralph.
Yes.
For like Vanellope's affection. It's the romantic rival, but it's just the friendship rival.
Friendship rival.
Because Vanellope is only allowed one friend, according to Ralph. So yeah, the movie doesn't have a villain, really.
No. Which worked and didn't work, I think.
It worked in the sense that it was good character stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it works for the characters, like, Ralph's being kind of, like, possessive for the whole film. I was a bit worried that they weren't going to address it, and, like, it's just like, oh, that's just Ralph's character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're going to try and paint it so he's in the right. But I'm glad that they went over it. But then again, because there's no villain, the whole movie feels kind of, like, aimless and directionless.
Yeah. For a lot of the film, even, I mean, this is a big spoiler, but the villain that does come to be is a virus that Ralph... Am I allowed to say? Am I allowed to spoil it?
Ruin the whole movie.
Okay.
If you're still here... Like,
it's your own fault.
What are you doing?
So Ralph, in an attempt to win back Vanellope's friendship, he goes to obtain a virus from the dark web, which he plans to...
which he purchases from the Globgo Gabgo app.
But his plan is to destroy... what is it?
Slaughter.
I keep calling it Scavenger Road. I'm like, that's just not what it is. He wants to destroy Slaughter Race,
yes,
so that Vanellope has no reason to stay on the internet. That all goes awry, obviously, and the virus escapes into the internet. The virus is like detecting insecurity. That's it, and it detects Ralph's friendship insecurity.
Yeah, 100% insecurity.
I mean, that's the thing. All the way through the film, they're like, "Oh, Ralph, don't be so insecure."
Yeah,
like a lot of points. Then his insecurity manifests into virus Ralph's that then all merge together
into one big Ralph.
It's really like horribly. They're all like crawling over each other.
It's actually disgusting to look at.
It's so unsettling. But I can't think what it reminded me of.
You're not going to know what this is.
That's fine.
But anyone who's watched my channel and seen my review of No Malone, the villain at the end of No Malone is the exact same thing.
Just an amalgamation of little things.
Like loads of little balls come together and make a big nasty one.
Right.
And it's the same in this film. So Wreck-It Ralph 2 copied No Malone.
Disney, you're sued.
Yeah, what did you think of the bit at the end?
I enjoyed what it was trying to do.
Yes.
It was a bit ham-fisted, but fair enough. Like the resolution of I was going to call him Frank. Of Ralph's character arc, it came together quite nicely, and that he admits that he can't be in charge of Vanellope's life.
Yes.
And that was quite nice to see.
That's like where they needed to go with it.
Yeah. But I just felt like making a giant creature of Ralph's insecurities was like the least interesting way to go about that.
It is a very obvious way of doing it. It's like we need like a physical manifestation of Ralph's insecurities and like his problems that he's needing to resolve. It's like the most obvious way of doing it. It's like Ralph needs to fight his insecurities. Let's have him fight a physical manifestation of them.
With the Pinterest logo, may we add.
So there you go. Pinterest will save you from your insecurities.
What else happened in the film?
I'll be honest, I can't remember. There's like a big bit where they just make memes.
Oh yeah.
Like they need to make the money, so Ralph becomes a YouTube star and just makes memes.
Someone at Disney clearly played YouTuber's life on PlayStation, and it's just like, this is how you do it. I have to make a silly video, and you get loads of money.
They do it in 8 hours.
That's what we're doing wrong. We should be just editing our faces on goats.
He did a cooking video, and he was like, "This has been in the oven for 6 hours." What? Are you sure about that, Ralph?
I think that was the joke. He's meant to be really stupid. But that's the thing. Ralph was really stupid in this film. I feel like in the first one, he's like a bit of a lummox, and he's a bit awkward because he's not really had any friends.
But the whole point of it is people think he's stupid. but he's not actually.
No.
Like, he's a good guy.
And he knows what's right.
Yeah.
But in this film, he's just like a malleable idiot for when the plot needs to progress. The continuation of his character wasn't true to what was set up in the first film, but Vanellope was, in a way.
I think Vanellope, her character is done pretty well in this film.
Yeah.
And yeah, the whole thing with Ralph, like, the insecurity thing was a good theme, I think, to have going through the whole film. But to get there, they had to kind of, like, push his character off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Felix...
And Jane Lynch's character.
Yeah. I was excited to see them in the film, and then they weren't in it.
No.
Apart from 5 minutes.
Well, there's this thing at the start of the game when the Sugar Rush game breaks.
Yes.
And all the characters are abandoned.
Yeah, all the characters are, like, homeless, and they need somewhere to live until they sort the game out.
So they take all the characters into Fix-It Felix's block of flats, and they're looking for people to house the missing characters. And Fix-It Felix and his wife. Who does Fix-It Felix marry in Wreck-It Ralph? It's Calhoun.
Calhoun.
So, Calhoun and Felix adopt all the racers from Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
And I lean into you at this point in the cinema, and I'm like, this is going to be such a ridiculous B-plot.
Yeah, I was actually really excited at this point. Like, they were gonna be taking him to, like, football games.
Yeah.
And, like, playing catch. Like, we're gonna have all kind of dumb things. Like, the Calhoun is like she's an army lady who shoots bugs for a living. Like, we're gonna have some hilarious moments.
They try to build a house, and Calhoun can't do it correctly.
Yeah.
And then Fix-It Felix shows them how to use his hammer.
They're trying to, like, build some IKEA furniture, and she's like, I could do it!
And she shoots it because she's so angry.
Yeah.
She doesn't know any better.
I was so excited for all this stuff, and then they didn't do anything with it.
Literally, you see them adopt the children, chaos ensues in the immediate, like, 5-second scene after that.
Yeah.
And then it's dropped until the end of the movie when Ralph is just recounting everything that sort of happened during whilst they were on the internet.
Yeah, it comes back to them and they're like, they're the perfect parents.
Yeah, and the kids are all nice to each other and they understand that winning isn't everything. I don't know if it's the right kind of thing, but, like, with The Incredibles, they have when Jack is left with Edna, and then on the specials on the DVD they have the Edna deleted scene where you see what happened while she was looking after Jack. I assume it's that kind of thing where, like, when the film releases, they'll have a bonus where you see Felix and Calhoun.
The thing is,
parents.
for the Edna thing, it's not really important to the movie.
No.
But with this, it's kind of like those were two big characters from the first film, and that's like characters that we care about, and, like, a plot that would be interesting, that they set up and then don't do anything with. So it's just a bit disappointing, really.
Like you say with the Edna, you get enough in the film to not warrant knowing anymore, and then it's just a nice bonus. But, like, this was... Here's the beginning and the immediate end of the story.
Yeah.
No middle. Just make up what happened. They built a house and shot it. That's what happened.
We wrote a better... Like, there was so much filler in the movie.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, while they're in the internet, there's so many things, and it's like, you'd end up cutting, like, some world building, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. When they first go into the internet, and it's like, look, here's a big Google building, and Ralph goes, I know where to go if we need some goggles. There's a whole building, and it's like, thanks.
Yeah.
I know what Google is. I don't need to see it.
What could have been nice is during the montage when Ralph is making silly videos and is, like, growing on BuzzTube.
Yeah.
They could have, like, paralleled that with Felix and Calhoun, like, doing activities with the kids, and they could, like, back and forth somehow, so you can see, like, the evolution of keep people in different ways, at least. I don't know.
I feel like they might have done something like that in, like, the original script or something, and then they had to, like, cut it for time, but then they thought, well, it's still quite funny, we'll leave in the first bit, and then we'll have to resolve it with an end bit.
It does just result in having a lot of padding in the main story arc of the film.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, it's not very important. It's just a little annoying thing.
Yeah. It was very pretty. It's animated very well.
Yes.
That's like, I mean, it's obvious at this point, it's Disney in 2018, it's going to be a really nice looking film. I thought the adaptation of the Disney princesses was quite nice to see, like the ones that were 2D in 3D.
Yeah, all the Disney princesses are good, and I liked that in the trailer, and that was the thing I was excited to see in the movie, but then it was pretty much the same scene that they showed in the trailer. Apart from they also turn up at the end.
Which was fine.
It was cute. Like, they turn up and they all use their powers together.
Some of them don't really have powers.
Yes. Like, there was a bit, and Elsa is on the magic carpet with Jasmine and someone else, and Jasmine's like driving the magic carpet. Elsa's doing her frozen powers, and then someone else is just there.
Who else was there?
I can't remember, but there were 3 people on that magic carpet.
Because I remember, was it who has the poison apple? Who's
Snow White?
Yeah, I thought it was Snow White. That's her power. This thing that destroyed my existence.
She just carries it around.
Yeah, just lob it. It now it burns things. Apparently,
the bit with the Disney princesses was cute. Yeah. Like, they've all got nice outfits. It's like adorable. But then they have like a minute-long scene where they talk about singing, and it's like it's just an in-joke about Disney, and like we all get it, but it just kept going. It's like, I sang into a horse trough. I sang into a bubble, but Vanellope sang a song.
Oh yeah,
and it was really good.
It was quite wholesome.
I thought after they did the song jokes with the Disney princesses, they were just going to drop it.
Yeah,
but they did come back up.
Yeah, it wasn't the best song, but it was an enjoyable time. I couldn't remember anything. Any other song from Disney, I'd probably be able to tell you a few lines at least.
No, I liked the song enough, and I was glad that they went for it. Disney's very meta now.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember in Moana, and like they fight the big crab,
yep.
They get out or whatever, and and Maui's like, if you start singing, I'm gonna barf or something. It's like, yep, we know Disney is self-aware, and I was expecting them to do the same thing in this movie, but they did the whole song. So kudos, Disney.
So I said this to you at the end. I kind of losing my faith in sequels a bit.
Yeah.
Because Incredibles 2, when I went to go and see that, I loved it in the cinema. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, this isn't good.
Because they kind of backtrack and redo the first movie, and that's like the classic sequel thing. Like, they don't know what to do for the sequel. We'll just do the first movie again.
Yeah, and it means you backtrack any development these characters have made.
Yeah. So like Wreck-It Ralph 1, Ralph is insecure because he doesn't want to be a villain anymore, and he wants to have the chance to be a hero for once. By the end of the movie, he learns to like be himself, like, and be a villain, and that's good for him. And this movie is like a little bit different, but it's still Ralph. Like, he needs to
accept that he isn't in control of other people's lives.
Like, people can do what they want, and feels like he should have learned that in the first movie.
Yeah, because that's what he literally sacrifices himself to save the entire game in the first film, and now he's like,
like, they have the same thing in the first movie and this movie. It's the moment in this movie where he puts the virus in the game, and it's like, I'm doing it for your own good, Vanellope. I've got to do this. And then in the first movie, it's the moment where he just punches a car a lot.
Oh yeah, like literally, like
the same thing.
They have the same argument. They destroy the token of friendship that they had together, and then that rebuilds towards the end of the film.
Like, the film's still an enjoyable movie. It's just
lazy writing.
I don't. Yeah, sequels.
Don't make it unless you've got good story.
Yeah.
Don't be greedy, and don't cash in on nostalgia like you are with The Lion King, Disney.
Oh god, the Lion King, I have no interest in seeing that film.
It's a live action film. It's actually just animated, but it's live action.
I bet all the animators love it. It's live action Disney, and all the animators are like, oh.
It's like with Jungle Book. The entire thing is just a little child in a blue room.
Yeah, have you forgot about Small Boy? And all the men in green suits.
The behind the scenes were like...
Have you seen the monkeys carrying him? And it's like loads of dudes in green suits. It's like... It's great. Do you hear that Wreck-It Ralph 2 is actually a live action
Also, it had Miranda Sings in it as a cutaway for no reason.
Yeah, I didn't know who that was.
Her Netflix show, which you would argue is like when someone becomes most recognisable, is when they get a show on Netflix, was like 3 years ago. Why was she in this film?
Because Disney are slow.
That's why all the memes were grumpy cat. No, they had flossing and Fortnite in it, to be fair. There was literal Fortnite gameplay in this film.
There was a bit where they have like a tablet with Ralph on it, and they show it directly to the camera, and Ralph's like, I'm flossing.
It's not even like he's just doing a normal dance. He's like into a floss,
Do you get it? I'm flossing. Do you want to end the video?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about this film.
Wreck-It Ralph 2. It's pretty good. It's alright.
Yeah, it's alright. Don't rush out to see it.
If you are invested in Wreck-It Ralph, go see it, I guess.
Yeah.
There you go. It's the end of the video. This is the end screen. On your face is your channel. On my face is my channel. And in the middle is a video. It's us playing Fortnite. Bye!